Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your second feature game of the day of Week 5 DCHL action. I'm your play-by-play man, Jason Stitcher. This matchup between the Puck Buddies in pink and the Untouchables in green. Puck Buddies, of course, were filmed earlier today, playing against the White Walkers. They came away with a 5-1 victory there, and they're hoping to make it 2 for 2 today. Offside, so they have to touch up. Puck Buddies have done so. John with the shot on Sean Rada, but he does not find the back of the net. Sean Rada in the perfect position to make save. Jason Lopez now with control of the puck. Across the center. Drops back for the pass, but the pass was behind center and he continued to advance, so offside is the call. So we will have a face-off right below us at the best seat in the house. Joe Shea in the dot for the Untouchables. Jake Ruby there for Puck Buddies. And played out of the zone by Untouchables. John is going to move forward for it. He makes a play on it, but loses control, and Cassidy Proctor is able to get it into neutral zone. Cassidy, cross-ring pass for Sarav. Sarav continues to take it in the corner now. Way with the defense there. They get it to center, but Jessica Narod's able to get it up to the point. Not out of the zone, however, due to the efforts of Cassidy. And now John will rush forward with it. He takes the shot, but it goes wide of the net. Jason Lopez back for that one. Oh, centering pass by Tway for John, but it was in mid-air, and John was not able to bat it towards the net. Jake Ruby now with control. He had all 5 of the Puck Buddies goals last game. He's looking for one there, couldn't find it. Shot wide of the net. Craig in net for the Untouchables. Sean Rado, of course, in net for the Puck Buddies, as always. Jessica Nayrod able to get it out of the zone to Natalie, but Natalie's not able to make a play on it. It trickles back in the UT's defensive zone, and Tway, with some space to work with, will pass it up for Natalie again. Natalie, oh, good play there up to Fabian. Fabian Mueller, nice move around Jason Lopez, but Jason is able to stick out his stick and break up the pass. Tway, back checking there, is able to dislodge the ball from Jason Lopez's grasp. Gets it up the boards for Fabian. Fabian now, not much room to work with, but he's able to get it all the way down, but unfortunately for him, it's going to go for an icing.
I was like, Peter, get ready to get
So just a little more than 12 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first period of play. Score is still 0-0. And the Puck Buddies with an offensive zone draw. One back to Ben Ryder. Ben with the shot, but it is deflected high. Trickles back to Sarav. Sarav's shot is also deflected, and Craig easily catches it in his glove, and the whistle does come as a result.
Don't block my shot!
Face-off one this time by the Untouchables, but it's tied up along the boards. Ben is able to get a shot off, but again, it is deflected high in the sky. And Ben playfully yelling out for the other team to stop blocking his shots. I don't think they're going to stop doing that. And it goes back to Ben Ryder again. This shot is not blocked, but it's shot wide. Jenny got it up to Jake, but Jake's not able to make a move on it. He has it in the corner and does pull the trigger there. Pad save by Craig. And it deflects the ball to the opposite corner. Ben Ryder now has control of it. He is pushed forward. Stravis dropped back in his place. Jake Ruby able to back check and get to the puck first. Fabian was on his tail. Strav drops it back for Victoria. Victoria, of course, subbing in for the Puck Buddies today. And Jenny now able to keep it into the offensive zone. Jay Hunter, though, working hard and finally able to dislodge it past the neutral zone. And it looks like Sheila as well is subbing for the Untouchables. So a couple female subs between these two teams. Jake not able to get past the Untouchables defense. He does recover nicely, puts a shot on, but doesn't get through traffic. Sarav has it in the corner now. Sarav to Jake. Jake pulls the trigger again, and he does find the back of the net. Blocker side, and that'll be the first goal of the game. Jake Ruby from Sarav makes it 1-0, and that will mark Jake's 6th goal of the game overall today. He had 5 in the last game, and he's got 1 here right now. Joe Shea wins the faceoff. Nice move around Cassidy. He holds up, puts the shot on, saved by Sean Arata. Sean tried to play behind the net. Joe with a nice move, though, using his speed to come back. No icing here. Jake Ruby comes back. Moves around, shot taken, save made with the stick of Craig. Joe moving with it, lost control for a moment, able to recover, but not able to get past Jake Ruby, so he's forced to dump it deep. Jake Smith now for the Untouchables. Jake Smith played in Rec Division 4 a long time, first with 2 Jacks, no Coke, and then with the Slashing Pumpkins. Same team, but the 2 Jacks will remain the Slashing Pumpkins some time ago. And now Jake Smith is in Pro Division playing for the Untouchables. He dumps it down for Sheila. Sheila centering pass intended for Jake Smith, but it's kicked aside. Tway's able to keep it in, but not able to make a move around. Oh, good swipe there by Jake Smith, but Jake Ruby was advancing forward. Jake Smith has it again, puts a shot on, saved by Sean Aranda. The rebound is loose, but Ben's able to help out his netminder. Joe Shea holding up now, gets it to Jake. Jake continues to move around. Sheila's going to run after it. She's the only one in the vicinity. She puts it toward the net. It hits off the post. Tway pinches in. And the Untouchables now with some sustained zone time here. And as soon as I say that, it comes out. So my apologies to the Untouchables for jinxing them. Cassidy Proctor has a lot of time and space to work with. She gets it up to Victoria. Victoria centering pass for Jake. He puts it towards the net, goes over it. Intended for Peter Doe. It's loose, and Craig will wisely cover it up there for the whistle. So the Puck Buddies on their heels for a bit there. Spent a couple minutes in their defensive zone, but they're able to escape it without a goal against. And they now will enjoy the benefits of an offensive zone faceoff. One back to Cassidy. Cassidy Proctor putting it towards the net, but just wide of it. Iskanarov battling against Jenny. Sarab comes away with control of the ball. He tries to put a shot on net. It's blocked by either Tway or John. Couldn't tell which. But regardless, Tway will chip it high in the sky and in neutral. Jason Lopez has control. Oh, John tried to make a play on it. A swiping attempt, but it does not succeed. That one will, though. Joe Shea breaking it up. 2-on-2. John still has it. But no more. Cassidy Proctor able to get it out to neutral and break up that rush. 2 dangerous players for the Untouchables there. That could have turned out badly for the Puck Buddies. Oh, and that's gonna, did it find the back of the net? Is it in? And I don't know.
Right here, guys.
Jason Lopez is going to be called for the slide. It does not appear there was a goal there. But what a quality chance for the Untouchables. So Jason Lopez called for the slide, a power play opportunity for the Untouchables. They win the faceoff. Jay Hunter got it toward the net, but unfortunately for him, his own teammate Fabian blocked it with his back. Fabian gets it back to Ann Wisecarver. She misses on the play. Got plenty of space to work with, though. Oh, and fans on the clear attempt, too. Jenny, the pressure pays off for her. Fabian gets it toward the boards, but Sarab is able to keep it in. Puck Buddy's looking for a shorthanded goal here, and they're not going to find it as Natalie was able to get it out of play. Sarab content with dumping it down there, killing some more time on their penalty. Now Fabian will advance forward. Fabian Mueller gets it to Jay Hunter. Jay Hunter to John. John tried to pull the trigger, but Cassidy's stick held him up. Couldn't get enough mustard on it towards the nets. Natalie tried to get it to John, but Peter Doe held the puck up nicely. Good kicking motion there by Jay Hunter. He's able to keep it in play. Fabian with a shot. Oh! Rebound given out there by Sean Rana, but it works out for him as it came out of the danger zone. Fabian's able to keep it there. Bat it down. Oh, nice pass to John, but he fanned on the shots. Play continues in the corner. Untouchables looking. Oh, good keep there by Jay Hunter. Good poke check there. Finally it comes out, but the Untouchables finding their rhythm here. It appears that the penalty will expire before they can get a goal. Jake keeps it in. Shot goes wide. Well wide at that. And Jake's shot attempt is not in the back of the net. Good pad save there by Craig. 10 seconds left on the penalty. Fabian dumps it deep. He tries to come around, and Sean Rada is able to cover it up. So the penalty will expire here, but Puck Buddies will not be at full strength until the drop occurs. You got to watch out, because if the Puck Buddies win this face-off, they're going to have a man coming out of the bench right there. And that could prove dangerous. They do not win the face-off cleanly. So play stalls in the defensive zone of the Puck Buddies. And finally it's out now. I don't think there's going to be an icing. It is waved off. Play tried to jam it up further. Didn't succeed there, but Jake Smith's there to help him out. Chips it into neutral, and Cassidy will hold it up before it gets any deeper. Cassidy to Saravo. He closed his hand on it. That's going to be a penalty. That is a new rule. New rule this season. You cannot close your hand on the puck or on the ball. Sarav did so. And shortly after killing off their first penalty, the Puck Buddies will take another. So UT have another chance to score a power play goal. As we've seen though, the Puck Buddies penalty killing unit, very stout, very, very good at what they do. Face off won by Untouchables, and Jake Ruby's going to push forward. Sway's trying to beat him there. Doesn't do so, but at least cuts off Jake's angle, and Jake's going to hold it in the corner for a little bit and kill some time. Certainly one way to kill a penalty. You can ice it down, or you can keep it in the offensive zone, and that's certainly what the Puck Buddies are doing right now. Sway tried to clear it up the boards for Jake. Jake Smith, that is, can do so. Ben shot just wide of the post. Ben's had a couple prime opportunities, but none of them have found the back of the net yet. Jake Smith all the way to Joe Shea, out of his reach, so he has to run it down in the corner. Joe Shea moving with it. Nice move around Ben. Sheila tries to pull the trigger, does so. Backhand attempt by Sheila, but Sean Arata just made the save with not much space to spare. I believe it hit the top of his leg pad and fortuitously stalled there, and he was able to cover it up. Joe Shea not able to win the faceoff. Chipped up for Jake. Breakaway opportunity here. Short-handed? Yes, it will be. Jake Ruby with the breakaway there, and that'll be his second goal of the game and second overall here. 2-0 Puck Buddies. Short-handed goal by Jake Ruby, assisted, I believe, by Ben Ryder. Yes, Jake Ruby from Ben Ryder, short-handed is the call, and Jake's going to come off for a bit of a rest. Face-off win by Joe Shea. Gets it to the sideboards. John puts it on, tried to put it on net, blocked by Jason Lopez. Jay Hunter puts it on net there, blocker save by Sean. Penalty ticking down for the Puck Buddies, and I believe Sean has it. Yes, he does. He's got it in his glove. So Puck Buddies not only kill their second penalty, but they score a goal off it. Can't ask for much more from your PK unit than what the Puck Buddies just did right there. They're at full strength now. Joe Shea battling hard against Jason Lopez for control of the ball. He does win it, centering pass for John, but it doesn't work out. Danny Payne gets there in time, drops it back to the point, but Cassidy couldn't get there before it came offside. Oh, Jake tried to get it forward, offside, and I don't think John realizes it. Still off. Took a spill, so, and he's going to move back slowly. I wonder if he got hurt. And offside is the call against the Puck Buddies. Jason Lopez, the offender there, jumping just a half second ahead of the play, but a half second is enough to force the whistle. Less than a minute to go in the first period of play. The score is 2-0 in favor of the Puck Buddies. Both goals coming from Jake Ruby. And Jay Hunter now moving with it. Loses control for a moment. Sarav's able to keep it in. And Wisecarver, though, bats it down for John. John Gramlich to Sheila. And UT was initially offside, but they were able to touch up. Peter Doe comes away with it. He's going to push forward now. Peter with a shot, a save by Craig with 18 seconds to go. Nice move by Peter, but he is unable to find the back of the net. We will have a face-off with 5 seconds to go. Not much time to work with, especially since UT won the face-off, and that'll do it for the first period of play, folks. Heading into the second, the Puck Buddies will enjoy the benefit of a 2-goal lead. 2-0 is the score there. I'll get shots on net for you next period, but this period has concluded. Feel free to get up, get a beverage of your choice. We'll be here when you get back. See ya for more DCHL hockey action in a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second period of play between Puck Buddies in pink and the Untouchables in green. I'm your play-by-play man, Jason Stitcha. Puck Buddies ahead 2-0 right now. Shots on goal for the last period were 7-7, so even as far as shots goes, but the goal total is not even. Jake Smith with a chance, tries to jam it home, can't do so. Puck is still loose, and Weiscarver able to keep it in, jams it towards the net, but not on it. Goes behind the net, and Cassie Proctor gets it. Sharov chips it high in the sky for Victoria. Gets out of her reach. Jay Hunter's going to get there first. Ooh, good play by Victoria, though. Able to jam up his stick for a moment. Goes to Natalie. Natalie plays up to Jake Smith. Jake Smith tried to get it back to Fabian. Couldn't do so. And there's going to be 2-on-1 the other way unless Jake Smith can get back in time. And he does with a little help from Ann to break off the angle there. Good job by her. Victoria tried to jam it home. Couldn't do so. And it goes back to Natalie. Natalie's not able to get out the zone. A shot from the point by Cassie Proctor. Batted down by Jake Smith. And he's able to get it out of the zone. Play continues here as Ben Ryder jams up the boards for Peter. Peter Doe almost had a goal last period, but Craig was able to make the save. And loses her stick. She does recover it. Sharov keeps it in play. He's got a shot attempt. But it does not find twine. Peter Doe battling against Ann Weiscarver. The puck is held up. It will be interesting to see if the referees whistle it dead. They do not. Play continues here. Peter starting pass for Victoria. She does put a backhand attempt towards the net, but doesn't get through traffic. Cassie's able to keep it in. She tries to put a shot on. Fabian loses his stick. And he has recovered it now. Jake Smith gets it to Fabian. Fabian, nice move around Ben. Breakaway opportunity here. Backhand attempt, but Sean Rada using every bit of his frame to get in the way of that one. He's able to make the save. Jay Hunter gets it to Jake Smith. Jake Smith tried to get up to Fabian, but he's coming off for a change. So unfortunate there for Untouchables. Joe Shea came out in his place. And Jake to Joe. Joe back to Jake. Shot just wide. And oh, Joe Shea almost had the rebound off the backboards, but it went through the crease and not towards the net. Deflected by the stick of Sean Rada. Jake Ruby now moving with it. Victoria helps it out of the zone. Jay Hunter will retreat backwards. Victoria's on his tail, so he has to hold up and allow his team a chance to set up the play. Oh, off the sideboard. Jake shot wide of the net. Craig plays it behind his own net. And John now will advance forward. Gets up to Joe. Joe Shea cross rink for Natalie, but it's out of her reach. Ben Ryder will get there first. Ben up to Jake Ruby. It's off his stick. It goes to Ann Weiscarver. Ann Weiscarver now. From the face-off circle, tried to clear it out. Good hand-eye stick coordination by Jake Ruby. Bats it out of midair. No high sticking, as our rule is shoulder height. If it is at the height of your shoulder, then it's good. And there's going to be a stoppage here. I believe offside is the call. Yeah, I believe it's offside. And yes, that does appear, based upon the position of the face-off, to have been the call. Face-off won by Jake. He's got another chance. Sneaks around, but Craig's able to make the save. Outstanding work there by Craig. The wraparound doesn't go either. Puck continues to be played here as it was loose. And John takes a spill. Gotta watch out for those ghost holes. And Cassie gets it up to Jake, but Joe Shea is able to get it around. Up for Fabian. Fabian, it's just him and a couple defenders. Sheila comes to help out, but Jason Lopez is able to get it away from her. And chipped out by Joe Shea. A lot of sticks flying everywhere, folks. Fabian gets it up to Tway, but good poke by Jason Lopez, and Jake Ruby's able to poke to Sarav. Sarav with the shot attempt goes wide. Jenny Payne tries to put it on the net, but held up by Sheila's stick. Sarav now working around the corner. Gets it to the center for Jake, but Joe is able to deflect it aside. Still kept in by Jason Lopez. That shot is deflected on its way towards the net, so it goes wide. Jake Ruby now moving with the puck. Another shot, just wide again. Oh, Sarav had an open net, but Tway's stick got in the way and deflected high. Great play by Tway. Played up the boards. Jason Lopez will beat Fabian to it. He gets it safely to Cassidy Proctor. Cassidy now moving with it. Sheila with the pressure there. This is the center for Jake Ruby. Tway's able to get there in time. Craig thought about playing it, but decided to let his defender have it. Played up for Fabian. Deflected off his stick, so no icing here. Jason Lopez is able to get it out. Joe Shea with a nice poke, but he's got to hold up and allow Fabian a chance. Jason Lopez now. All the way down it goes. Cross-ring pass for Jenny to Jake. Jake Ruby, nice play there. And oh, Craig's able to make the save with his glove. Bounced off his glove and at his feet, and he's able to cover it up for the whistle. Craig stopping not just one, but two quality Jake Ruby chances in a short period of time and keeping the Untouchables only at a 2-goal deficit. 9:15 left in the second period of play. Still 2-0 here in favor of the Puck Buddies. Face-off win by Untouchables. Jay Hunter plays up for Natalie. She's not able to get out of the zone. Jake Smith trying frantically to do so, but couldn't do so there. Another shot by Jake Ruby, but that one went wide. Play continues here. Jake Smith able to chip it into the neutral zone. No icing here. It's too slow. And Ben Ryder with control in the corner now. All the way down. No icing. Referee ruling that it was deflected. So Jay Hunter will have to play it. He does so. Peter Doe sticking out his stick, trying to hold it up. Could not do so. Jake Smith to Natalie. Natalie. Oh, cross-ring pass with nobody there for it. Jake Smith has to run it down. Battle of the Jakes there, or at least I thought we were going to see one, but Jake Ruby got it back to Ben Ryder safely. And Jake tried to jam it deep, couldn't do so. Jay Hunter hammers it down, no icing. Victoria can get there in time, she does. And she chooses to pass it along the board for Ben. Ben fans on the clear attempt. Jake to center, but does not work out for him. Jake Smith still able to keep it in play. Untouchables still in the Puck Buddies offensive or defensive zone. Shot saved by Sean Rada. Natalie trying to hammer the rebound home, couldn't do so, and Sean Rada wisely covers up with 7:35 to go in the period. Oh, a quick shot from John off the face-off win. Sean Rada is able to make the save and prevent a rebound from trickling out. So we'll do it again in the exact same spot. Another face-off win, the same sequence of events, but John wasn't able to find Sean Rada there. It didn't get through traffic. Peter Doe now coming out to neutral, plays the puck forward, but there's 3 Untouchables players already back in their defensive zone. Played up to Ben Ryder, wide open point shot, deflected on its way there, so it goes high over the net. Victoria gets to the Peter. Peter looking for a centering pass for Sarav. Doesn't work out for him. That one will go towards the net off of Ann Weiscarver's foot. And she's able to get out of the zone. The physicality there between Ann and Cassidy. Natalie has a shot attempt. She's got to hurry up and pull the trigger. Good back checking there by Cassidy. Peter now. Shot saved by Craig again. Ann's able to get it out of the zone quickly, and Ben will have to hold up for his teammates to get back onside. And John tries to keep it in. He succeeds. Natalie now tried to play it along the boards, but couldn't get enough on it. Sarav for Ben goes off his foot. No icing here, so Ann will have to run it down. Ann around for Jay Hunter. Jay succeeds in getting it out into the neutral zone. Cassidy has control of it now. Cross-ring pass, but again, out of everyone's reach, so and hits it out quickly. John to Joe. Joe Shea back to John, but just out of his reach. Otherwise, he had a lot of net to work with. Sheila's wide open. John doesn't see her quite yet, and now she's open no longer. John with the backhand attempt, saved by Sean Arata. And tried to keep it in, couldn't do so. Sarav has the breakaway here. He gets by Sheila. Shot saved by Craig. And that one is going to find the back of the net off the rebounds. Rebound went high in the sky. And Sarav was able to track it as it fell and hammer it back home for a goal. Craig did everything he could there to make the first save. He did succeed brilliantly. But those rebounds that go high in the sky are hard to track. And Sarav's goal will make it 3-0 in favor of the Puck Buddies. Joe Shea with the chance. John is trailing with him, but he's no longer open as Cassidy's in the slot now. Oh! And that one did find its way to Sean Arata. John tried to hammer it home, but the whistle came as Sean had covered it up in the nick of time. 4:35 in the period. 3-0 Puck Buddies. John gets it back to Jessica Nayrod. She jams it toward the net. It's still trickling. And Joe Shea tried to hammer it home. John was there for a rebound. The puck was initially loose, but referee Suggs, who is the only referee working this matchup, lost sight of it, so that is why the whistle came. Face-off is tied up along the sideboards. Joe Shea able to come away with it initially. Fabian has to dump it deep as the puck came out into neutral. Jason Lopez up for Jenny. Jenny back to Sarav. Sarav to Jake. Shot. Glove save by Craig, and he's going to hold on to it. Face-off win backwards by Jake, but Joe Shea's able to poke it forward. It's him and John back forward. Jason takes the spill. Joe tried a backhand no-look pass for John, but it was out of his reach up the center, but nobody there for it except Jake Bruby. And Jake Bruby now is going to try and beat everyone back. Loses it, and so it's going to go back in the neutral zone. Joe tried to get it to John, but it goes the other way. shot, and another save by Craig. Jake takes a spill, as does Jessica Nayrod, but no harm, no foul there. Referee's ruling incidental contact, and oh, it's stolen by Jason Lopez. Nice move around, another shot, save, and Craig's going to cover it up for the whistle with 2:48 to go. The Untouchables on their heels a little bit here, folks. But so far, Craig is keeping them in it. Craig is a relatively new netminder here to the DCHL. He just started playing this season. He sometimes plays out for Untouchables, but for the last few weeks he has played a net for them. He also plays a net in Rec Division for Shut Your 5-hole, and that one's going to find the back of the net off of Jake Bruby's stick. So another goal for Jake. That'll be his hat trick for this game. And that'll make it 4-0 in favor of the Puck Buddies.
Jason Lopez.
Jake from Jenny and Jason Lopez is the call. One back to Ben Ryder. He gets it off the board for Sarav. Sarav has to hold up. And oh, nice play by Jake Smith with the stick, but Sarav is able to recover nicely and continue pushing in the zone. Shot. And another save by Craig, able to close the opening in the nick of time. Sarav looking for his second goal of the game, but he doesn't find it there. Kept in by Ben. Jake Smith not having any trouble, or not able to get it out. Everyone held up for a moment. Craig's going to swallow that one up and prevent a rebound from happening. There are other sports occurring here at the Rockville Sportsplex, ladies and gentlemen, and a buzzer did ring. Everyone kind of stopped for a moment wondering if it was theirs, but it was not. There's still over a minute to play in the period. Shot by Ben. Oh, it's another save by Craig. It popped in and out of his glove, but it came far enough out to where nobody can hammer the rebound home from the Puck Buddies. Jake, nice move around. It's going to trickle to Sean Arata, and he's going to cover it up for the whistle. 50 seconds left in the second period, 4-0 Puck Buddies. They had a doubleheader today. And, oh, good keep by Jake. Jake tries to hammer it home. Natalie had a lot of room to work with, but she couldn't settle it down. Hard stopping moment for the Puck Buddies there, but they come away without a goal against. Peter Doe moving forward. Holds it behind the net. He gets by Ann Wisecarver. Jay Hunter trying to drop his stick down low to prevent a pass. The pass does come, as does the shot, but doesn't work out for Puck Buddies. Cassidy is able to stop it before it gets any deeper. Puck Buddies are offside. Jay hits it all the way down. Only 1 second to work with, so why not? But that'll do it, folks, for the second period of play. Puck Buddies heading into the third with a 4-goal lead. Jake Bruby with the hat trick. Jake Bruby with the hat trick. Excuse me. 14-13.
Period for the game. For the period. 14-13.
14-13 shots on goal in favor of the Puck Buddies. So a lot of shots between these two teams, but so far it is the Puck Buddies that are ahead 4-0. So take a break, folks. Maybe get a sandwich, and we'll see you for the third and final period of play here shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The third and final period of play here between the Puck Buddies in pink and Untouchables in green. I'm your play-by-play man, Jason Stitcho. Jake Ruby with an early chance there, but it's broken up by the Untouchables. Puck Buddies are ahead 4-0. If they ice it at any point this period, it is a delay of game penalty against them. That is our rule in the DCHL. If you're up by 2 or more goals in the third, you cannot ice it without incurring a delay of game infraction. And Ryder able to get out of the zone. Just A-Rod almost kept it in, but came just over the line. So UT has to touch up, and they have done so. Peter Doe takes it into the zone. Shot, save with the stick by Craig. Quay gets it out into neutral. Jason Lopez now moving with it. Puck Buddies are offside, and offside is the call. Just a half second ahead of the play, but half second's enough for a whistle. Face-off win by Fabian. He's going to push forward with it. Ooh, good play there by Cassidy Proctor, able to block it with her legs. And Jake will find the back of the net once again. That is Jake Bruby's 4th goal of the game and his 9th overall today, and he's still got another game. No, he does not. Beg your pardon, folks. Jake Bruby normally plays in X Division, but this season he is taking X Division off, so this is his final game of the day, if I'm not mistaken. 2 games for Jake Bruby, 9 goals overall, and there's still plenty of time left for another. Jay Hunter. Oh, pass at center intended for Ann, but it hopped over his stick. Sarab was able to keep it in play. Untouchables now, able to take the other way. Joe Shea could not get around Jason Lopez, and he gets it to Sarab. Sarab trying to find his 2nd goal of the game, and it does trickle in. It hit off of Craig's glove, but took a fluky bounce over it into the nets. So Sarab has 2 goals this game, and he's working on a hat trick. And Untouchables are taking this opportunity to use their timeouts.
Sarab from J-Lo and timeout.
Sarab from Jason Lopez is the call. And everyone will take a deep breath here during this timeout. Untouchables trying to figure out how to stop the bleeding. Puck Buddies have done pretty much everything right here. And now that both goalies are set, we have a drop. Joe Shea trying to advance forward. He does succeed in doing so, but he was held up towards the pink line by Jenny Payne. He has control again. UT gained the zone, pass for Jake Smith. Peter Doe pokes it aside, and Jake is forced to move backwards with it. Try to get up to Joe Shea. He does succeed. Nice stick whip there by Joe. And shot goes wide. Jay Hunter with the attempt there. Jason Lopez now advancing forward, using his speed. He only got one hand on the stick, and Jay Hunter's able to break up that play, and the Natalie. Jake comes in to help out, and took a bounce off a couple people. Jake Smith is the one who ends up with it. Gets it around Saravs. Jake's got to run down in the corner to get it. He does so. Sarav battling against Jake there, as is Victoria. Jake, nice move around, backhand attempt. Oh, got it to Joe Shea. Almost found the back door, but Sarav is able to shut it just in the nick of time. So that'll keep it at 6-0 in favor of the Puck Buddies. UT, however, with an offensive draw opportunity. One back for Joe. Play shot from the point. Came low. Colorado able to make the save. UT is offside. They have touched up. Peter gets a cross-ring pass off to Victoria. She jams it across to the other boards. And Sheila is there for it. Sheila up the boards intended for Joe Shea. And he will take it in the other direction. He crosses center, crosses the pink line. Continues to move, gets it to Jake Smith. Shot, saved by Sean Rada. It's loose. And Jake's able to keep it and play another shot. And that is going to be a goal for Untouchables. Joe Shea will be credited with it there, but a lot of work being done by Jake Smith to keep it in that vicinity and keep it in play.
Joe from Jake Smith.
Joe from Jake Smith, and I do believe Joe Shea owes Jake Smith a beer, because that play does not occur without him continuing the battle for control of that ball. Sarav, nice move around, and tried to find the hat trick, but Craig said no, and so play will continue in the corner. Sarav gets it to Peter in the slot. Oh, it's trickling, continues to trickle, it's loose, and finally Craig drops his stick and just covers it up with his blocker and glove and forces the whistle. One back to Ben Ryder. He's going to take the shot. Oh, it's stolen by John. Breakaway here. Oh, tried to get it to the backside, but it does not work out for him. John is taken down, and there's going to be a high stick here. I don't know by who. It's going to be a power play for Green, I think. Cassidy Proctor will be assessed the high sticking call.
Joe, Cassidy for the high stick.
Yes, Cassidy for high sticking. John had a quality chance, but a little too much deking. Colorado was able to make the save, but it works out at least for Untouchables in that they have a power play opportunity, but they got to be careful because the Puck Buddies, and particularly that man right there, Jake Ruby, have already scored while shorthanded. So just because UT has the man advantage doesn't mean they're out of the woods yet. Comes all the way down. No icing as the Puck Buddies are shorthanded. Jay Hunter gets it up to John. John back to Fabian. Fabian has to hold up for a moment. Gets it back to John. And good play by Sarav there. Good moves. Gets it up to Jake at center. Jake Ruby now with the breakaway. And, oh, it's shot wide. I'm not sure. Craig might have gotten a piece of a stick on it. I'm not entirely certain, but regardless, not a goal against there. Almost a second shorthanded goal for Jake, but didn't work out. Now Fabian's got a chance. Pulls the trigger, but Jake Ruby is able to deflect it before it can get towards the net. Good back checking there by Jake Ruby, moving coast to coast. Fabian has some space to work with. Gets it to the other side. John has to run it down. He does. Gets up to Jay Hunter. Jay has a lot of space to work with. He's going to pull the trigger. Shot is taken, but Sean's able to cover it up and prevent a rebound from trickling out. 7 minutes and 40 seconds and counting to go in the game. Score is 6-1 in favor of the Puck Buddies. But Untouchables trying to get a couple goals here. Trying to get one here in particular off the power play, but puck buddies continue to make it difficult for them. Good keep by Jessica Nayrod. She tries to get to John, succeeds, he has to run after it, and puts a shot on net, but Sean Rod is able to make the save again. And oh, it goes off of Peter's face, and there's going to be a stoppage here as Suggs makes sure he's all right. And actually, Peter's clutching his throat, so I think it actually hit his throat. And because it is an injury stoppage, Peter has to take a shift off. Someone's got to come on in his place. And Sharav is going to come out. It's going to be full strength on the drop, so puck buddies have succeeded in killing another penalty. Kept in by Jessica. She gets it to John. John to Natalie, and actually he will take it himself, so Natalie didn't even touch the puck there. Natalie is wide open, a lot of space, but he chooses instead to pass to Jay Hunter, who is behind the net. And still in play here, Jake Ruby moving with it. And fans on the shot. He is able to recover and continues to move forward. Good job by Jessica in getting in his way and getting her stick down. That is exactly how you have to play it against Jake Ruby. Sharav turns around, tries to get a shot off. He does, but it's off of the pads of Craig rather. Sharav, another shot. That one off of Victoria, I believe, so didn't even reach Craig. And no icing here. Referee ruling that Cassidy had a plausible play on the ball, so play continues uninterrupted. And good keep there by Untouchables, but so far, puck buddies are still frantically moving, trying to get it out. Oh, nice shot there by John. It's still loose. Another shot, and Sean is able to fall on it finally for the whistle. Some frantic play in front of the net there. But the puck buddies are able to get the whistle and escape it without a goal against. Sharav ships it forward for Jake. The play's there first. He's able to get it to the opposite boards. Natalie, who's with it, tried to center it for Joe Shea, but it was just out of his reach, so Jason Lopez will be the first one for it. Sharav takes it into the corner. Tries to find Jake. Doesn't do so. It goes to Joe Shea. Joe at the top of the faceoff circle centers it. Oh, it goes on John's stick, or Jake Smith's stick rather. Jason Lopez is able to take it forward, but good poke again by Jake Smith. At the point, shot wide of the nets. Joe Shea has it. Drops it back for Jake. Jake Smith, another shot. I think that one went wide as well. Chipped into the zone. Tway is able to bat it down. Untouchables are free to advance if they so choose, but they instead hang back for a moment. And puck buddies are off, so Jake could not advance there. He is good to go now, as are the rest of the puck buddies. Played up to Jake Smith. Jake tried to play it up for Joe Shea, couldn't do so. Natalie's able to keep it in. She tried to put a shot on, but was held up for a moment. Tway now advancing into the zone. Good play there by Cassidy Proctor. She's able to get it to neutral. Jake holds up, and oh, nice move around. He's got Joe Shea trailing with him. He chooses to take the shot, and Sean's able to swallow up the rebound. 3:25 to go in the final period of play. Puck buddies up 6-1, but Untouchables making it difficult for them. Several quality chances for UT, but Sean Rada has stopped every single shot but one of them today. At least in this matchup. And out of the zone, Jessica Nayrod unable to keep it in. Played all the way down, no icing here. Jay Hunter has to run after it. He gets it behind the net to Jake Smith. Jake Smith doesn't have much space to work with, but he's able to at least advance forward and into the neutral zone. Good poke there by Sharav. He's able to move after it. Nice centering pass for Peter. Peter Doe's shot is held up by a combination of Jay Hunter and Jake Smith's sticks. Nice work by Sheila there in battling hard for it. She's able to get it to Jake. Jake Smith to Joe Shea. Joe has only Benabini. He's got Jay Hunter with him. Nice pass. Shot taken. Oh, off of Sean Rada's mask. And that is why goalies wear the mask, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a shot. Another save by Sean. Trickled the Joe Shea stick, but good defense there by Victoria. Another shot. This one's blocked by Ben Ryder. Jake Smith able to keep it in play. And he gets into Joe Shea. Joe back to Jake. Jake tried to make a DC move around, but couldn't do so. Peter Doe now advancing the other direction. Good job by Sheelan cutting off his angle. And Jake Smith back checking and is able to break up the play. He crossed the center. Couldn't get by Sarov. Sarov will now take it in the other direction. Sarov up to Jenny. Shot. Blocker save by Craig. Bats it down for Jay Hunter. Jay Hunter tried to clear it out, but Peter Doe with a nice stick, able to deflect it and then get it to Ben. Ben wide open at the point, takes the shot, save, and it goes high in the sky and off a couple of different boards. Ben again gets it back. Oh, shot! Another save by Craig. Comes out to Joe. Joe Shea initially handles it with his hand and then plays it. Shot taken. Jake Smith's got an open net, but Sean Rada with the poke is able to get it out of danger, but Jake Smith gets it back to Joe Shea and is able to find the back of the net. 6-2 now is the score with under a minute to play. Joe Shea from Jake Smith and Jay Hunter is the call. 6-2 is the score. 38 seconds to play. Another shot, another save by Craig. This one coming from Jake Ruby at about center. So Craig was not fooled. Fabian Mueller trying to play it forward. He's got Jake Ruby to deal with, however. Natalie has it now. She's able to get it out to John. John Gramlich has Fabian with him. Fabian shot. Oh, just wide of the net. John trying to corral it around for the wraparound, and he does find the back of the net. It goes in. With under 10 seconds to go, John finds the back of the net, makes this a 6-3 game, and there will not be another draw, so that'll do it, folks. Puck Buddies do come away with the win.
John from Fabian.
But Untouchables able to find a couple late game goals.
John from Fabian found
and decrease the deficit to 3.
For the game, 46-34 for the game.
36-34 shots in net for the game in favor of Untouchables, so they outshoot Puck Buddies in this contest, but it is the Puck Buddies that prevail 6-2. Handshakes all around, ladies and gentlemen. Wins, losses, ties, those things, some of those things are nice, but what's even nicer is good sportsmanship, and we see it every day here in the DCHL. That'll do it for this game, folks. I have to go downstairs and play in the next X Division contest. But thank you for joining me. Again, the final score, Puck Buddies 6, Untouchables 3. I've been your play-by-play man, Jason Stitcha. We'll see you next week for more DCHL featured game.